I'm so excited to be there, and I believe we get to wear masks too. In a world where everyone wears a mask, it's a privilege to see a soul. So let us see your soul and come and enjoy an event for just 300 rands on the 8th of August from 9 till 1 at the Al Ansar Community Hall.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
हम यहाँ बेकार की बातचीत करके आपका समय बर्बाद करने नहीं आए हैं। हम आपको वो जानकारी देते हैं जिसकी आपको अपना दिन शुरू करने के लिए जरूरत है। मजेदार, रोमांचक, जानकारी देने वाला द ब्रेकफास्ट रश निशाल सरवन और नाजमीरा कासिम के साथ।
Inspiration for the Ummah, your morning nasiha.
Imam Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah has said this, that the soul now will travel, and it'll be in different souls have different stations. If it's a bad soul, then its soul will go to Sijjin, a place called Sijjin, a lowly place where all these souls are being punished, or it will stay in the grave. It depends on Allah, but it will not leave this world. It may stay even on this earth. Sometimes the soul is maybe not being punished, but it's not a good soul. Allah will not allow it to go above the universe. But if you're a good soul, the soul basically gets a station above. What happens here is Allah will put the soul into Illiyin. If you want to read about this, read Surah Mutaffifin in the 83rd Surah of the Quran, where the soul will go into, it depends, okay, how high it is. Either Allah will just put it in Illiyin. Now what happens in Illiyin? One hadith describes this, that when this all has happened in the grave, when all this has happened, then Allah allows the soul to be raised, and it goes to Illiyin. When it's coming to Illiyin, your family members, my family members, if we're good souls, they start to ask, now people start to ask in Illiyin, another soul, who is it? And the name says, so-and-so, the son of so-and-so. Your father, your grandfather, your great-grandfather, whoever they are, your great-grandmother, whoever they are, they will basically come to the front of the doors of Illiyin. They will open their arms to receive you, La ilaha illallah. And you will come and they will grab hold of you, they will hug you. Only if we're good souls. And they will say, according to the hadith come from our Prophet ﷺ, they will say, how is so-and-so in the world? How is your son? How is my other daughter? How is your sister? How is so-and-so? I left them. What is the latest news that's going on in the world? And they will embrace you, grace you, bring you into Illiyin. Now that's a high station. But Imam Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah said, within Illiyin there are stages. You can be in a very high stage in Illiyin, or you can be in the middle, or you can be in a low stage, depending on your state. And if you go to a very high stage in Illiyin, you've got a lot more room to move around. Allah may give you permission to go around the other heavens. Allah may give you permission to visit this world and go back. Especially the shaheed. In a Sahih Hadith of Muslim, the one who is a shaheed, Allah will put their soul into a green bird. And it's clear, Rasulullah ﷺ said, that green bird will roam around the heavens, will go over Jannah, look at Jannah, fly over Jannah, will go and sit at one of the lanterns next to the arsh and the throne of Allah. That's the width Allah has given to the shaheed. So this bird is basically roaming around over Jannah, in the heavens and so on. There's a station above this. Imam Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah says, and this is all from ahadith, he says that's the station of the Anbiya, station of the prophets. And he gives the dalil. The dalil is very clear. When Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam went to Mi'raj, and he went to Masjid al-Aqsa, who did he see there? The prophets. These were not the prophets in the bodily form, they were prophets in the form of their souls. When it's Sahih Hadith of Muslim, Prophet ﷺ was passing over the grave of Musa ﷺ, and he saw Musa ﷺ praying in his grave. Another Sahih Hadith, Rasulullah ﷺ, according to Muslim, he was on the 6th heaven, he saw Musa ﷺ. Musa ﷺ was the one who told him that go back and ask your Lord to take these 50 salahs down until it became 5 salahs. Yes or no? How did he see Musa alayhi salam in his grave? He saw Musa alayhi salam in Masjid al-Aqsa, and he saw Musa alayhi salam up in the 6th heaven in the same night.
And we can pass that on to everybody else, all other road users. Let's do that. 06090411056. Do that, and let's see if you can help us help everybody else as well. Nazmeera Cassim, bit of a nippy morning. Nippy start to the morning this morning.
Yes. I don't know if it's just me or if it feels colder than the past few days.
Well, 14 degrees on the thermometer in the car as driving over this morning. We'll have a look at your full-on weather report in a moment.
This traffic update is brought to you by Newcastle Volkswagen, a member of the Dockrad Group.
Breakfast rush traffic.
Colonel Raouf, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, thank you. So let's get on the road quickly. And travel between Tree and Fairfield this morning. On the N3, you got debris on the road. Just fallen off a vehicle earlier on. Just drive with caution there, please. It's so dark in the vicinity. Just be aware of that. Accident seen on the M7 eastbound as you come past the Balboa Bridge. It's busy getting geared up. No, blocking the N3 is a case.
Alrighty.
One way to look at it.
One way to look at it indeed. Well, hopefully it doesn't cause too much of a problem on route, especially very early in the morning, because there are tons of people and the economy that requires that road and that specific toll to be open. I mean, trucks want to come down to Durban, they're going to need to use that one. Thanks,
That's
Colonel.
the economic highway, so
Exactly.
I don't think they're allowed.
There you go. Thanks,
I
Colonel.
hope so.
Take it easy. Salamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
The weather update. I think it's gonna be playtime weather.
Can I play this just before the weather update? I mean, it is important.
This traffic update is brought to you by Newcastle Volkswagen, a member of the Dockrad Group. Get ready to experience true adventure and adrenaline with Newcastle Volkswagen. With sleek designed vehicles that are sure to grant you luxury without compromising comfort. Contact us today on 034 328 3601 to get a quote for your brand new Volkswagen. We don't only deliver nationwide, but right to your door. Volkswagen Newcastle, a member of the Dockrad Group.
All right, little fella, let's go again.
The weather update. I think it's gonna be playtime weather.
All right, Durban at 6:36 this morning, feeling like 17 degrees at the moment. A cloudy day expected in Durban, 24 the high. Pietermaritzburg started off with an overnight 8 degrees, heading up to a clear 28. Richards Bay today, 23 at lunchtime, going to be a clear day there. And in Margate as well, 23 degrees. A clear 26 in Ladysmith. Newcastle today, expecting haze in the morning. And then a 26 degree high at lunchtime. 4 overnight in Johannesburg and a clear 21 at lunchtime today. So if you're landing in Josie, run about lunchtime, 21 degrees. You decide. You want a jacket, jersey, or just a t-shirt like I would. Cape Town, a cloudy 18 at lunchtime. It is TBR this morning, but of a busy one expected as always, right? Because calls are mounting now for IDAC to be disbanded. And this morning we'll get the views of Corruption Watch on the recent revelations at the Madlanga Commission regarding IDAC. Buddy Governor's got the latest in sports and good news. 5-6. Have you ever, whether it was in a moment of just deep self-assessment, some contemplation, or just out the blue, thought popped in your head, wow, I've officially become the person I said I'd never be. What is something you swore you'd never do, but now you do it all the time? We'll delve into that in a little bit on the program and get your answers on 0609041056. A lot to come on your way here in South Africa. If you're somebody that enjoys a good braai, I know I do.
Me too.
Whether it's just me, the wife and the kids at home, or whether it's in, with congregation, a lot of people, I do enjoy a good braai. So if you've...
Just tell us when and where, and we'll be there.
Really?
Yes, please.
Really? Okay, Nazmeera Cassim, pick me up. No problem. We'll get there. We'll get there. If you've been wondering why your weekend braai is still costing more, even though we've been hearing that food inflation is slowing down, you are not imagining it. Did you know that there's something called a braai index?
No.
I was today years old when I found out that there is actually something called a braai index. The latest braai index shows that the cost of putting together a typical braai went up by almost 1% between June and July of this year. Now, that might not sound like a lot, right? But it reflects the reality many South Africans are feeling every time they shop. And the big reason? Higher fuel and energy costs. Earlier this year, the conflict between Iran and global oil and fuel prices, or rather the conflict involving Iran, caused global fuel and, of course, oil prices to spike. And even though tensions eased for a little while, those higher transport and production costs are still making their way onto the supermarket shelves. So the braai index looks at everyday favorites like beef, wors, chicken, vegetables such as tomatoes and onions, and of course potatoes as well as staples like samp and maize meal. So while inflation may be slowing overall, the cost of enjoying a simple braai with family and friends is still creeping up.
So I think I'm going to do what other family members have told me that they do. So, with your qurbani, you get to keep like 1/3, right? Mm-hmm. And they said that they get the guys to cut it up according to like braai packs. And they use it throughout the year, or depending on how many animals you slaughter.
Wait, that's a quarter.
I shall be doing that next year.
That's a quarter.
Like 1/3 of the animal, yes.
A third. Okay. Yeah. We'd probably whack that out in the first braai.
Again, it depends. Generally, if there's 4 people in your house, then you slaughter per person.
Right, there you go. So you sorted for a few. We'll delve into all of that, and of course your WhatsApp messages that have been coming through since very, very early this morning. Buddy Government is saying that he's ready for sport when we need him. Fantastic, looking forward to it. There seems to be no Radio Al Ansar signal this morning in the Bisley area of Peter Maritzburg. Okay, we'll inform the necessary folks and they can have a look at it. Ashraf says, Salams, only in Durban we are allowing all these protests. Other provinces don't tolerate it. Our law needs to be more proactive. Ashraf, I agree, the law needs to be more proactive on every angle of, the law. Brian Abraham sending salams this morning to each and every one of us that are listening in. Abu Bakr, salams TBR. My father signed my birth certificate. You see this one here? This one kind of hits really hard for me at the moment. It's too soon. I'll read it anyway because you took the time to send it. My father signed my birth certificate. I signed his death certificate. He picked my first outfit. I chose his last. He witnessed my first breath. I witnessed his last. He chose my crib. I chose his coffin. May Allah grant him and all marhumin the highest abode in Jannah. Ameen. Ameen.
Ameen.
It's a reality check, that one there, because it is exceptionally factual. Exceptionally
nothing
factual.
That can prepare you for that moment, hey?
No, nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. Even the knowledge that we are all on one day going to go. Even that knowledge, the guarantee that there's going to be this day where we will no longer be here. Even that knowledge doesn't prepare you for it. The amount of factual information in this one here is, it's something that went through my, because I've read it previously. It was something that was going through my mind over the last couple of weeks. And here you go, Abu Bakr Khan sending it through. I appreciate you sending sending you messages every single morning. Continue.
I think the only solace in that one, Nichal, is that as difficult as loss is for everybody in their own unique way, because we all feel and express differently, is that one day we will meet again.
Inshallah. Well, it is your breakfast rush on this Wednesday morning. Got to put a smile on your dial. You can do that for us as well. Send it to us on 060-904-1056. Assalamu alaikum, Sarah Bibi, Mustafa Parag. I hope you're good. Just taking it easy on this beautiful morning, wherever you are. Razia Kauda, that is, sending salams. Salam's brother Nichal and Naz. There's an abnormal load on the M4 heading toward Gateway at the moment, and he sends a picture of this one here. It looks definitely abnormal. Looks like this truck is taking up 2 lanes completely, and there's an escort vehicle that's sort of behind it and what have you. So if you're on the M4 heading toward Gateway, slow-moving truck, abnormal load, massive, taking up 2 lanes. Just keep an eye out for it.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision, and care. Proudly South African, and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love, from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
Discover elegance, comfort and modesty at Al-Ansar Shop. Browse our beautiful collection of abayas, scarves, hijabs, kurtas, jibbas and modest fashion for every occasion. From everyday wear to special events, we have styles to suit the entire family. Visit us today and experience quality, affordability and timeless modest fashion. Al-Ansar Shop. Modesty meets style.
The next level of leadership requires more than ambition. It requires the ability to think strategically, make confident decisions, and lead in a constantly changing world. The Regent Business School MBA is designed for professionals, managers, and aspiring executives who are ready to strengthen their leadership capability and business perspective. With flexible learning, practical application, and future-focused insight, Regent prepares you for future challenges. Regent Business School, teaching different things differently. Visit regent.ac.za.
Look, teacher, my robot code actually worked. It's moving.
That's the sound of the future at New Heights School in Camperdown. Here, world-class education meets a deeply rooted Islamic ethos. From premium boarding and specialized robotics labs to shoes-off, focused classrooms, we don't just build careers, we nurture character. You really have to see it to believe it. Come experience it yourself. Join us for our open day, Saturday, 8th of August. Visit newheightschools.co.za and step into their future. Aspire to greater heights.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
निशाल सरवन और नज़मीरा कासिम, आपके स्पीकर और आपकी स्क्रीन पर हर रोज.
Every day. On your speakers or in your speakers, on your screens. That is us. Now, Naz, how do you know that a listener is absolutely invested in the program?
In multiple ways. And that's what I've learned recently. So with this YouTube situation of tracks being restricted, I did tell you, you've got the screen, you've got the radio. For me, that's investment 24/7.
Another way that we know you're invested in the program is when you take the time to keep us informed as well.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Traffic news for this morning. All those that are traveling N2 southbound, those that are taking the Spaghetti Road off-ramp. As you come underneath the Candela Bridge, there is a truck that's broken down on the middle lane. It's causing obstruction, does not even have a breakdown triangle sign.
Oh boy.
Nothing. So please take down an knowledge and Be careful. Jazakallah.
Ameen. Thank you, Fahim. Much appreciated, brother. You keep an eye on the roads for us. Continue doing that. We do appreciate you. And of course, be safe as you're driving through. It is your breakfast rush now, 10 minutes to 7. And just grabbing a quick look at headlining news. The stuff that you meant to keep an eye on. But if you don't, we'll keep an eye on it for you.
Duduzane Zuma has been propelled into the upper ranks of the Umkhonto weSizwe party after his father, former President Jacob Zuma, appointed him as the party's first deputy president during a sweeping leadership overhaul. The appointment, which takes immediate effect, is Duduzane Zuma's most significant political promotion to date. It places him directly below his father in the party hierarchy and is likely to intensify speculation that Jacob Zuma is positioning his son as his future successor.
Moving along, as Israel gears up to hold elections in October, a dramatic surge in settlement activity has heightened concerns that the settler movement is stepping up efforts to cement its grip on the occupied West Bank in stark defiance of international law. Last week, the United Nations warned that attacks by Israeli settlers, often carried out alongside Israeli forces, and the creation of illegal settlements and outposts had hit an all-time high. The uptake comes as members of Israel's hard right seek to ratchet up the political temperature ahead of the crucial polls. It also follows a parliamentary term during which Israel moved to entrench control over the West Bank deeper within the machinery of the state, shifting authority from military administration to civilian institutions, accelerating settlement planning and expanding infrastructure.
Back home, the Gauteng High Court in Pretoria has declared the precautionary suspension of Public Investment Corporation Chief Executive Officer Patrick Kulekani Dlamini unlawful and invalid, ruling that the corporation's board acted beyond its legal powers when it suspended him in July. In a judgment handed down yesterday, Judge Mandla Mbongwe set aside Dlamini's suspension, finding that the PIC board failed to comply with the statutory and governance requirements governing the suspension of the state asset manager's chief executive. The court also dismissed 2 applications by outside parties seeking to intervene in the proceeding.
Right, let's get into it. Have you ever caught yourself doing something you thought, wow, I've officially become the person I said I'd never be? So today's question is simple. What's something you swore you'd never do, but now you do all the time? Maybe you used to laugh at your parents for going to bed by 9 o'clock. Now you're in your PJs before the evening news. Perhaps you said you'd never enjoy gardening, and now you're proudly showing off your tomato plants. Maybe you catch yourself saying things like, we have food at home, switching off the lights, or rather switch off the lights, or I'm not made of money. The very phrases you promised you'd never use. Or maybe you become the person who gets excited about a new vacuum cleaner, checks the weather before leaving the house, or complains when the music is too loud. Come on now. We've all become the very thing we said we'd never be, in some way or the other. Share your funniest I never thought I'd do this moment with us, and we can't wait to hear what you've become. 0609041056. What's something you swore you'd never do, but now you do all the time? Now, to certain brothers listening in, getting another wife does not qualify.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision, and care. Proudly South African, and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love, from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
هذا هو Breakfast Rush مع نيشال سروان ونزميرة قسم.
Radio Al-Ansar welcomes your feedback. If you have a broadcasting-related complaint, please put it in writing and address it to the head of the Complaints Committee. Include your full name, contact details, a clear description of your complaint, and any supporting documents. You can email your complaint to feedback@alansar.org.za. That's feedback@alansar.org.za. Or bring it in person to our Peter Marisburg office at 240 Ortman Road, Willowton. Your input helps us serve you better.
Durban, are you ready for the experience? This 7th to 10th August long weekend, the Sultan Bahu Family Fete returns bigger, better and more unforgettable than ever at the Durban Exhibition Centre. Discover unique exhibitors, indulge in mouth-watering food and enjoy spectacular live entertainment, side-splitting comedy, soul-stirring Qawwali performances and exciting attractions for the kids. Whether you're coming for the food, the shopping, the family fun or the incredible atmosphere, this is where memories are made. This is more than a family fete. It's the experience.
One day, your children won't remember how many hours you worked. They'll remember the opportunities you gave them, the security you created, and the legacy you left behind. At Anglo Wealth, our professionally managed Sharia-compliant wealth and income solutions offer profit share of up to 17% per annum, backed by real economic activity, helping you build wealth with purpose for those who matter most. Visit our website anglowealth.co.za or call 0315665201. Anglo Wealth Sharia is a registered national credit provider, NCRCP 7297.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woollerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
हम यहाँ बेकार की बातचीत करके आपका समय बर्बाद करने नहीं आए हैं. हम आपको वो जानकारी देते हैं जिसकी आपको अपना दिन शुरू करने के लिए जरूरत है. मजेदार, रोमांचक, जानकारी देने वाला द ब्रेकफास्ट रश निशाल सरवन और नाजमीरा कासिम के साथ.
Assalamu alaikum, Nish. Yes, the one that you said about the music is correct, yeah. I'm that guy now. If the music is too loud, I'm going to ask you to put it soft. So, yeah.
मेरे आका आका मेरे आका आका मेरे आका आका मेरे आका ये नाम कोई काम बिगड़ने नहीं देता
बिगड़े भी बना देता गर बस
नाते सरकार की पढ़ता हूँ मैं नाते सरकार की पढ़ता हूँ मैं बस इसी बात से घर में मेरे रौनक होगी एक तेरा नाम वसीला है मेरा मेरे सोने आका एक तेरा नाम वसीला है मेरा रंजो गम में बस इसी नाम से राहत होगी
नाते सरकार की पढ़ता हूँ मैं बस इसी बात से घर में मेरे रौनक होगी
या रसूल अल्लाह या हबीब अल्लाह
या मोहम्मद मोहम्मद मैं कहता रहा नूर के मोतियों की लड़ी बन गई या मोहम्मद मोहम्मद मैं कहता रहा नूर के मोतियों की लड़ी बन गई
या मोहम्मद मोहम्मद मैं कहता रहा नूर के मोतियों की लड़ी बन गई
आयतों से मिलाता रहा आयतों से मिलाता रहा
फिर जो देखा तो नाते नबी बन गई या मोहम्मद मोहम्मद मैं कहता रहा नूर के मोतियों की लड़ी बन गई या मोहम्मद मोहम्मद मैं कहता रहा नूर के मोतियों की लड़ी बन गई जो भी आंसू बहे मेरे सरकार के सबके सब अब रहमत के छींटे बने
जो भी आंसू बहे मेरे सरकार के सबके सब अब्र रहमत के छींटे बने
सबके सब अब रहमत के छींटे बने छा गई रात जब जुल्फ लहरा गई
छा गई रात जब जुल्फ लहरा गई
जब तबस्सुम किया चांदनी बन गई या मोहम्मद मोहम्मद मैं कहता रहा नूर के मोतियों की लड़ी बन गई या मोहम्मद मोहम्मद मैं कहता रहा नूर के मोतियों की लड़ी बन गई
कुर्बान मैं उनकी बख्शिश के कुर्बान मैं उनकी बख्शिश के
मकसद भी जुबां पर आया नहीं मकसद भी जुबां पर आया नहीं बिन मांगे दिया और इतना दिया
बिन मांगे दिया और इतना दिया
दामन में हमारे समाया नहीं दामन में हमारे समाया नहीं
कुर्बान में उनकी बख्शिश के
कुर्बान में उनकी बख्शिश के ये सुना है कि बहुत घोर अंधेरी होगी
ये सुना है कि बहुत घोर अंधेरी होगी
कब्र का खौफ न रखना है दिल
कब्र का खौफ न रखना है दिल वहाँ सरकार के चेहरे की जियारत होगी नाते सरकार की पढ़ता हूँ मैं
बस इसी बात से घर में मेरे रौनक होगी
हश्र का दिन भी अजब देखने वाला होगा हश्र का दिन भी अजब देखने वाला होगा
जुल्फ लहराते वो जब आएंगे जुल्फ लहराते वो जब आएंगे फिर कयामत में भी एक और कयामत होगी नाते सरकार की पढ़ता हूँ मैं बस इसी बात से घर में मेरे रौनक होगी
या रसूल अल्लाह या हबीब अल्लाह
TBR, it is 90.4 FM in Durban, 105.6 FM in Pietermaritzburg. As we come up to almost 4 minutes after 7 on this Wednesday morning, I just thought of something, man. It's bin day in certain areas. You know, bin. The day you gotta go take your refuse and you just go leave it outside, and inshallah DSW will drive safely and come pick it up. I say, inshallah, they'll drive safely because I am of the, and this is my opinion, Nichal's opinion. DSW hires some of the most unsafe drivers to drive those massive multi-ton trucks.
The guys from Formula One
are so much better. The guys from Formula One are so much better. Talking about better, it's almost 5 minutes after 7. Let's try this one.
The Breakfast Rush Main News Bulletin.
Thabile Duma is here in the building, and brother Zakaria is gone to make coffee. Sorry, Thabile, he's not going to be able to turn a camera for you.
No problem. I don't need it.
You don't need the camera? Okay.
I don't need
no, shame, but she took so much of time doing her hair, and they got the glasses styled with everything. But I tell you what, 3, 2, 1, when you're ready, go for it.
The eThekwini municipality is looking for alternative ways to avoid spending 67 million rands annually to lease office accommodation for its various directorates. Good morning, I'm Thabile Duma. The eThekwini municipality says it's looking for alternative ways to avoid spending 67 million rands annually to lease office accommodation for its various directorates. A report on the municipal office accommodation strategy and a feasibility assessment was presented at July's council meeting. During a recent executive committee meeting, Mayor Cyril Xaba raised concerns regarding the municipality's long-term office accommodation strategy and its continued reliance on leased office accommodation. A Johannesburg attorney has been sentenced to life imprisonment for the murder of his girlfriend and burning her in her car by the South Gauteng High Court in Johannesburg. Tubelihle Sibonakaliso Mpisi, aged 30, was convicted of the murder of Mahlako Malebo and as well as malicious injury to property and defeating the administration of justice. In more news, President Cyril Ramaphosa officially opened the 220-bed King Nyabela Hospital in Mpumalanga. The hospital, which will serve 240,000 people, is in the Steve Tshwete local municipality, was officially opened yesterday. Ramaphosa was joined by Health Minister Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi, Mpumalanga Premier Mandla Ndlovu, Steve Tshwete local municipality Mayor Councillor Mhlonishwa Masilela, among others. The KwaZulu-Natal Department of Education has received an unqualified audit opinion from the Auditor General for the 2025 and 2026 financial year, with Education MEC Sipho Moga saying that the outcome reflects improvements in governance, financial management and internal controls. And finally, the administration of President Donald Trump has cancelled the visa for Brazil's ambassador in the United States, the latest sign of a deepening diplomatic rift between the two countries. An anonymous U.S. State Department official briefed the reporters yesterday that Ambassador Maria Luisa Roberto Viota's visa has been temporarily revoked. But Ribeiro Rivota says that was not being expelled. Okay, so let's go back. The official added that Ribeiro Viotti was not being expelled from the country. Taking a look at financial indicators, the rand to the US dollar is trading at 16 rands and 35 cents, to the euro at 18 rands and 87 cents, to the pound at 22 rands and 1 cent. The Saudi Riyal is at 4 rands and 37 cents. Gold is trading at $4,135.37 an ounce, while Brent crude oil is trading at $78.90 a barrel. That's it for now. I will be back with headlines at 7:30 for Radio Al Ansar News. I'm Thabile Duma.
Right, got traffic on its way to you now. But Thabile, I want you to think about something for a second, right? First, I want you to do as you do this as well, guys. If you're driving, you do not do this. If you're the driver,
okay,
don't do it. Just listen. You can eavesdrop for a minute. Everybody else in the car, you can do it.
What are we doing?
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Not the driver. Driver, don't do it. Keep an eye on the road.
You're asking people to do dangerous things at this time of the morning. Some people won't wake up.
They'll be at work at 8 because the driver will get them there safely. It's okay. Right, so close your eyes. Close your eyes. Take a deep, slow... Zach, you do this as well. Mondley, you as well. Close your eyes and center yourself And I want you to take in a slow, deep, relaxing breath. Just and exhale equally as slowly, like. Now, whilst you're doing that, I want you to think about, no, don't open your eyes. Think about this, right? Think about this as you do this, right? What is something that you swore you'd never do, but now you do all the time? Again, close your eyes, deep, slow, deep, deliberate, relaxing breath. While you think about it, and exhale slowly, and the answer to the question, Thabile Duma, is... She's so laughing.
Oh my. For me, it's... Now I actually check the weather before I leave the house. And I carry... Or I'm always late when I leave the house. I'm told that I always, I cannot leave the house on time if I'm going somewhere, ever since I had a child. Then what else? It's like multiple things.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
My favorite one, for me personally, my favorite one would be going to bed at 8 on a Saturday night.
Oy.
Honestly, I never thought I'd ever do that.
Yeah.
Ever do that. Like if I'm not working.
Yeah.
Right? If I'm at home, I've had a long week, it's been long days, and on a Saturday night, my battery is like on low, and instead of going and getting a cup of coffee and just recharging and just moving and carrying on doing it, was like, thank you very much, blanket, let's go.
Sleep.
It's just you and me.
Yeah.
For me, Nazmeera Cassim, what's the one thing you swore you'd never do?
I think getting excited to buy household items like a snack wedge and a kitchen appliance, and even if it's a simple thing like new cutlery and crockery or a bin. I didn't think I would reach this
future mother-in-law is so happy to hear this right now. Zachariah,
a pillowcase.
A pillowcase. Brother Zakaria Omar, what do you think would be the answer for you? What's the one thing you said you'd never do, but you do already?
Overthinking.
No, man, that's your default setting since you were a child. If anybody ever has to say reset Zach to default, that's where they'll get.
You just jumped into it, Zach.
When did you start enjoying coffee the way you do? When did you start preparing it the way that you do, or taking care the way that you prepare it? Because I've noticed that.
Is he a barrister now?
I don't know.
Yeah?
He thinks
it's like his own personal barrister.
Yeah.
I think when I started delving deep into different ways of making coffee.
Yeah.
And also going to my favorite spots. So I like the way they prepare that coffee at that specific place.
Yeah.
So ever since that day, I've just been watching lots of tutorials and...
Tutorials?
Yeah. Seeing how I can at least get as close as to that.
You guys have convinced me I want a demo.
I also want one.
We'll wait for Tobeka to come to work because she brings the expensive coffee. There you go. I want to find out from Colonel Raouf, for him, what the answer would be. What's the one thing Colonel Raouf said he would never do, but now finds himself doing all the time? And you can answer that question too on WhatsApp. It's 0609041056. Your traffic update is proudly brought to you by Pelican Pharmacy.
Breakfast rush traffic.
Colonel, assalamu alaikum. Welcome back.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much. Misty conditions in the upper highway area this morning. Just drive carefully. Red light on, please. Accident scene, entry incoming, near the house tunnel. The vehicles were over this one. There's another accident. Now this is Stockholm Cedar Drive in Peter Marisburg. 2 vehicles were over this one as well. Tow trucks are busy moving the vehicle. It didn't be long before. That scene has been cleared up. So if you are on the road this morning, and if you're traveling on the M2 southbound between Amgeni and EB2T, the Spaghetti Junction, you got congestion. Just allow ways to travel them. Broken down truck on the Durban bound on the N3 before Market Road, exit, left lanes obstructed. Now, it might be gone, but if it's not gone, it's going to be causing obstruction. Just be aware of that. Slow moving traffic on the N2, northbound, between Spaghetti Junction and M7. Also, the M41 is slow moving eastbound, going around the Hairpin Bend. That's your final update.
Thank you very much, Colonel Raouf. What's the one thing you always said you would never do, but now find yourself doing all the time?
Arrest people.
You said you'd never arrest people.
I wasn't going to, but I did.
But that's like the policeman's job. Arrest criminals.
I didn't know I was going to be a policeman.
Ah, okie dokie. He thought he was going to fly a kite or go fishing for his whole life.
Be a music teacher.
Really? Wow, what a revelation. That's interesting.
That's
what I wanted.
That's the flip side of the question. What did you say you'll always do but never did?
Yeah.
You can still do that, Colonel Raouf, in your spare time. I will be the first student.
Hey.
You learn how to play a triangle. Ding, ding, ding. Salamu alaikum, Colonel.
Look out to the tabla.
Your traffic update is proudly brought to you by Pelican Pharmacy. Looking after your health has never been easier with convenient clinic services and medical aid health checks, all under one roof. Whether it's a routine checkup or professional healthcare service, Pelican Pharmacy is here to help you stay at your best. Pelican Pharmacy, trusted care, friendly service, and your partner in great health.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision, and care. Proudly South African, and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love, from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
Africa. Give the gift of clean water with Africa Muslims Agency. With every water well or borehole you donate, your drop becomes a river, reconnecting communities to nourishment, education, dignity and empowerment. Sponsor a water well for 17,000 Rand in Africa or a borehole for 65,000 Rand in Afghanistan or Africa. Quench the thirst. Reconnect the soul with Africa Muslims Agency.
Your values, your finances, our priority. For nearly a decade, we at Standard Bank Sharia Banking have been the preferred choice for African businesses, with innovative solutions rooted in tradition. Let your finances reflect what matters to you. We invite you to partner with Standard Bank Sharia Banking today. Standard Bank, an authorized FSP and registered credit provider.
The views and opinions expressed by the guest and presenters of Radio Al Ansar are not necessarily the views and opinions of Radio Al Ansar and the Al Ansar Foundation.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
TBR, it is now 17 after 7. The recent testimony before the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry has once again placed South Africa's anti-corruption architecture under intense scrutiny. Allegations involving senior officials within the investigating Directorate Against Corruption have prompted renewed debate about whether the unit is still fit for purpose. While some commentators believe IDAC should be disbanded and replaced with a new independent anti-corruption agency, others argue that dismantling the unit could undermine ongoing investigations and that the focus should instead be on strengthening its independence, accountability and resources. Now, to help us unpack these issues, we're joined by Janine Erasmus, the spokesperson for Corruption Watch. Janine, good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Rush on Radio Al Ansar.
Good morning, guys. Good morning to your listeners. Thank you very much for having us on the show.
It's a pleasure. Recent developments at the Madlanga Commission have raised serious questions about IDAC. From Corruption Watch's perspective, how significant are these revelations?
We've been shocked by these revelations because they go to the very heart of the organization. We've seen concessions made by Andrea Johnson that go to the actual legal basis of major arrests. Her testimony and that of several investigators has brought to the surface allegations that they abused the institution's powers to conduct investigations without legally sound grounds, and this obviously has a dramatic influence or impact on those particular investigations, on their very legality and authenticity. So there are also allegations that Johnson leaked the confidential criminal docket to suspended Deputy Crime Intelligence Head Feroz Khan and internal testimony. So, this all fits our definition of corruption, which is the use of entrusted power for personal gain. These actions fit that description, and it's absolutely shocking that these should be coming out of what is South Africa's flagship anti-corruption institution.
Mm-hmm. Now, there are growing calls for IDAC to be disbanded. Does Corruption Watch support that view, or do you believe that the institution can still be reformed?
It's a tough call, guys. There are some reforms that could save it if properly implemented, but as we know, implementation has been a government failing for a long time. We know that oversight of IDAC's operations was missing right from the start. So they were operating with almost with impunity. There were no checks and balances, but now we have the Ombudsman for IDAC, which was only set up in June, but that is now able to take complaints and investigate those complaints. So that is a step in the right direction. But we also support the idea that the appointment of the head of IDAC should not be made by a unilateral decision, which is the case at the moment, where the president appoints the head of IDAC. But the process should be inclusive and transparent. We saw that the appointment of both Johnson and Shamila Batohi were made this way, and both of them have left the institutions with their reputations tarnished. So clearly there is a flaw in that appointment process.
If IDAC were dissolved, what impact could that have on ongoing corruption investigations and prosecutions?
The thing is that IDAC has active cases before the courts at the moment. This includes the arrest of KZN Corrections Commissioner Nichal Sarawan over allegations of fraud and money laundering, including taking bribes from Basasa, as it was known in the time at that time. So some of those investigations and prosecutions may have been compromised by Johnson's very admission that he had no basis for authorizing them. We've seen that the Dineo Mokwele case and the charges against Dumisani Kumalo, they've been provisionally withdrawn. And we can reasonably infer that the same might apply to other cases authorized recently by Johnson. So, we'll have to wait and see how the 6-month reform and audit process announced by Andy Mothibi and Minister Kubai last week will proceed, and what effect this will have on those prosecutions.
Now, many experts argue that South Africa needs a truly independent anti-corruption agency, similar to the Scorpions, but with stronger constitutional protection. Is that the direction the country should be taking?
We as Corruption Watch have supported the call for a truly independent anti-corruption institution since 2013. We've been saying this. For instance, a Chapter 9 anti-corruption institution would be completely independent in the same way that the Public Protector, the Electoral Commission, and the Auditor General are. These are very, very important institutions for supporting and upholding democracy. We've got this requirement for an independent anti-corruption institution it was handed down by the Constitutional Court in 2011 in a judgment known as Glenister 2. And the court provided for the creation of such an agency, but it was never fully complied with. Also, such an institution, a Chapter 9 institution, would be subject to robust parliamentary oversight, which is very, very important, ensuring that it carries out its mandate properly. But we don't have that. But on the other hand, establishing a new constitutional body could take years. And it requires a 2/3 parliamentary majority because the Constitution has got to be amended. And meanwhile, we've got cases in progress that are being delayed or even being dropped. And then we've got institutional knowledge that might be lost. So this is a dilemma. Perhaps a compromise in the interim could be to strengthen independence, IDAC's independence in terms of its budget and so on, and oversight. Rigorous oversight within the existing structure rather than a full rebuild while the constitutional process is ongoing.
To wrap it up this morning, how important is adequate funding, specialist investigative skills and protection from political interference in ensuring successful corruption prosecutions?
Yes, we view these as make or break factors. For instance, funding. The Scorpions were under-resourced and that contributed dramatically to their vulnerabilities. And it's a recurring situation with the Hawks as well because specialist forensic and financial investigations are expensive and slow if you don't have a sustained budget to support those. And then, of course, specialist skills, we need skills that can keep pace with the development of technology, digital forensics, that kind of thing that have emerged in the last few years. Data analysis and ordinary police and prosecutorial training doesn't cover those. So those are things that we need as well. And insulation from political interference is vitally important. We can't be seeing this kind of internal capture that, in an institution as important as IDAC. We need security of tenure, we need transparent appointment processes, and we do need independent oversight mechanisms like the Ombuds Office. And these are the standard tools for ensuring that corruption prosecutions are successful.
I want to thank you for your time this morning and insights on this subject and wish you a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you so much, and the same to you.
It's our spokesperson for Corruption Watch, Janine Erasmus, giving us her thoughts and, of course, Corruption Watch's thoughts on the recent testimony before the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry that's once again placed South Africa's anti-corruption architecture under intense scrutiny. It's 27 after 7 when we come back. A quick look at what's available to you at our set of Vodacom stores.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision and care. Proudly South African and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
Ladies, if you're looking for the perfect way to celebrate Women's Month, I found it. I'm Nazmeera Cassim from The Breakfast Rush, inviting you to Her Mask, Her Story, where inspiration meets fun, friendships are strengthened, and every moment is made to remember. Tickets are just 300 rands. Book yours now by calling Al-Ansar Outreach on 031 208 1601. Come along and be part of something truly special. See you there.
Plan your dream holiday with the specialist World of Travel, as we pride ourselves in offering you the best in Hajj and Umrah. We also offer travel packages to the Middle East,
Far East, and many more exotic destinations. Call our professional travel consultants now on 031 20 888877 or view our website www.worldoftravel.co.za. Visit us at 44 Crescent Street as memorable journeys begin with World of Travel by Irshad Malik.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woollerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
I'm Ali Bakir. You're listening to The Breakfast Rush. Love you, Uncle Nish.
This feature on The Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, the Workshop Durban, Mega City, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0.
So if you're an Android fan, then you're in for a treat. We have a whole range of devices that you can get at Flexi and with Flexi payment plans according to your budget, like the Honor X5C Plus. You can choose 3 months at 888 Rand, 6 months at 559 Rand, or 9 months at 431 Rand. Exclusive deals, no deposit, and as we told you, easy payment terms. Get your smartphone today. Available in black or green. And this one here, the Honor X5C Plus, is a dual SIM device. If you want perhaps a different brand, we've got the Huawei Nova Y7 4S with your free 4GB LTE starter pack. Upfront payment of nothing. Absolutely 0 rands. You just do your 3 months of 1,211 Rand, or your 6 months at 763 Rand, or 9 months at 588 Rand. We've got your Honor, incredible Honor, this one, the X7E, 3 months at 2,422 Rands, 6 months at 1,526 Rand, or 9 months at 1,176 Rand. Remember, all of these devices require no upfront payment. The Samsung Galaxy A06 with a free starter pack. This is your 4G device. 3 months at 726 Rand, 6 at 458 Rand, or 9 months at 353 Rand. Last Samsung on our list for now is your Galaxy A16, giving you a 3-month plan at 1,130 Rands per month, or a 6-month plan at 712 Rand per month, or the last one, your 9-month plan at 549 Rands per month. Now, some better information for you is that you can get all of these deals from our set of Vodacom stores, where we say no deposit required, and the best part, it's open to any network of your choice. All you need is to walk into one of our stores, carry your ID, no credit history or payslip needed. The best of devices at your flexible payment plan options.
This feature on The Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, the Workshop Durban, Mega City, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0, Vodacom shop. For smartphones, laptops, routers, asset insurance, gaming, IoT, payment platforms, and the latest gadgets to always keeping you in the forefront of innovation and technology. Home and business internet to ensure that you have the best connection. Plug and play home internet to fully installed fiber. Our infrastructure provides a resilient platform for your critical business applications, which will help your business perform best. Vodacom shop at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Westwood Mall, The Bluff, the Workshop Durban, Umlazi Mega City, Bridge City Kwamashu, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0.
The Breakfast Rush News Headlines.
Making news at the bottom of the hour, Advocate Peter Sarunya, Deputy Head of the Investigating Directorate Against Corruption, said his former boss, Advocate Andrea Johnson, lied when she testified that no one in her office had raised concerns about the corruption cases against Brigadier Dineo Mokwele and former Crime Intelligence Chief Financial Officer Philani Lushaba. More than 280,000 South African Social Security Agency grant beneficiaries who still use SASSA Gold cards have until the 31st of August to replace them with Postbank Black cards. And finally, more than 100 victims of a 2023 Israeli airstrike were laid to rest in Gaza City yesterday in one of the largest funerals held in the Palestinian enclave since the war between Israel and Hamas began nearly 3 years ago. That's it for now. For Radio Al-Ansar News, I'm Thabile Duma.
Thank you very much, Thabile Duma. It's your breakfast rush as we get through this morning, 7:33 now. Traffic on the program, as you know, brought to you by the People's Pharmacy, and we're talking about Pelican Pharmacy, proud sponsors of this next traffic update.
Breakfast Rush Traffic.
Last one, Colonel Raouf, assalamu alaikum, welcome back.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much. Let's start up with a stationary truck on the N3 coming towards Durban, just after EB2T. Middle lanes obstructed. Congestion on the N2 southbound between Amgeni and Swahili Junction, so there will be delays. Allow for extra traveling time if needed. Truck broken down on the N3 southbound road. So traffic is flowing quite nicely at the moment, but it will back up due to the roadworks as well. Slow moving traffic on the N3 incoming between Paradise Valley and Swahili Junction due to roadworks. Just allow for extra traveling time, please. Your final update.
Thank you very much, Colonel Raouf. You have yourself an amazing day. We'll catch you up and chat again tomorrow morning, inshallah.
Inshallah, certainly.
When it comes to chronic illness care, trust the team that puts your health first with expert advice, reliable medication, and unbeaten customer service. Whether you're collecting a repeat prescription or seeking professional support, Pelican Pharmacy is here for you every step of the way. Pelican Pharmacy, caring for your health whilst you stay focused on the road.
Dragged on, excellent length, a little bit of movement.
The Breakfast Rush Sport Update with Buddy Governor.
Buddy Governor, assalamu alaikum. Welcome.
Walaikum salam. Good morning, Ish. Hope you're all good. You're all good.
All good. How are you doing this morning?
Alhamdulillah. Not too bad, thank you. Not too bad at all.
I have to ask, right? So we're no longer young spring chickens anymore.
Yep.
Watching you roll around the dojo floor up until 8 o'clock last night, do you not wake up with body pain?
Yeah, definitely so. But it's all good body pain, isn't it? Knowing that you've done something.
Building body pain, I suppose. Anyway, Banyana's doing us proud, but let's have your report.
Yep. Let's start off with tennis. The Tennis National Bank Open is on. Alex de Minaur made light work of James Duckworth in a 6-2, 7-6 win in the second round. Yannick Hoffman, he saw off Flavio Cobolli, 7-6, 7-6. And China's Shang Junchen battled past Andrei Rublev, 7-5, 4-6, 7-6. Cricket, the West Indies ended day 3 of the second test on 103 for 6 in their second innings. They now lead Pakistan by 60 runs in Trinidad. And last night in the CAF WAFCON 2026, Banyana sneaked into the quarterfinals. Temi Khatlana scored the only goal of the game as the South African women qualified for that quarters after beating Burkina Faso by 1-0. Ivory Coast, they saw off Tanzania to advance top of Group B ahead of Banyana. So a great result there for South African women. Not a great tournament so far, but a good result putting them into the quarterfinals. Now to knockouts, anything can happen. We'll pick up on that one on Friday. Lots and lots of sport coming up this weekend, Nichal, especially in rugby. But Friday, we'll pick all of that up, inshallah.
Looking forward to it, buddy. Thank you very much for beautiful reports every morning. Awesome. You take it easy. Assalamu alaikum.
You take care. Salam to you, Nazmeera, and the magic team. Ciao.
Wa alaikum salam.
7:38 this morning. We haven't been ignoring your WhatsApp messages. No, not at all. Anissa comes through, says, I never thought I'd repeat the words, I told you so, to my kids, but I do that so often now, I lost count. Sure. It's a true story, that one, eh? It's a true story. We spoke earlier about the intensity of our DSW truck driver. And the only reason I've got no issue mentioning the company name on this one here is because it's municipal. And because everybody who's ever driven near one of those trucks knows what I'm talking about. Our listeners always say you guys are the best because now I get a video coming through from you. I'm at the robot and I can do it. That was a response to close your eyes and take a breath. And then Inayat comes through and he takes a video of this truck, in traffic and says, well, there you go, bin truck. Yeah. But anyway, let's
hope somebody from there is listening to us. That will be solved. Perhaps maybe I'll even get my bin bags that I'm paying for every month.
True, and the sky will be pink tomorrow. Salamu alaikum. Would like to wish Isha a happy birthday from Nazmeera. Happy birthday, Thabile Duma. Another year older, still the coolest Duma I know. Love you, bro, from CK. I sleep every day after Isha, only Friday and Saturday I sleep after 10 because I'm listening to Radio Al Ansar. Moving along, Sarah Adam. Assalamu alaikum. Late mum used to greet everyone who went past our home. Used to say to her, do you know them? And she said, no. And I ended up exactly like her. Sharing a smile with the neighborhood. Why not? It's meant to be contagious, right? Assalamu alaikum. A good soul. I make dua we be blessed with a good soul. Yeah, indeed. Well, I have too many to mention that I used to say I will never, but do the one thing that absolutely stands out is I used to hate my mum taking a lot of medication, and unfortunately today I'm in the same situation. I have no choice. What do you do? You got to take care of your health, right? Assalamu alaikum. Ameen. I will wait up when I know my adult children are traveling and will wait for them to tell me they've reached safely. I also do it when I'm traveling. Even if I'm traveling overseas, they keep me updated. Maybe it's a mummy thing. Nurani says, Assalamu alaikum to you. Shanaz always said, I'll never get married and have children. Guess what? She got married, she had children.
A lot of people can identify with that one.
Oh, man. How's this one here? It says, I said I won't be like my dad, but I shout at my son all the time when he's driving. Sometimes a good shouting helps. Whether you're shouting at a family member or you're shouting at a friend, aka acquaintance, sometimes a good shouting just helps. Anyway, 7:41, the time check.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision, and care. Proudly South African, and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love, from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
For gold and silver investors, the right partner makes all the difference. At IBV Gold, we are a world leader in gold and silver Krugerrands, trusted for over 21 years. Looking to sell? We offer seamless transactions and immediate payment for your Krugerrands. Whether you're buying or selling, IBV Gold delivers unmatched value, security, and discretion. Your decision is simple. IBV Gold is the place. IBV Gold, the most valuable decision you'll make. Visit us at www.ibvgold.co.za.
At Checkers, our Steakhouse Classic range is crafted for those who take pride in every braai. Each cut is hand-trimmed by our expert butchers, perfectly matured and vacuum-packed for tenderness that melts in your mouth. From man-sized T-bone steak, beef tomahawk, and classic steak cuts, our butchery brings you over 21 Steakhouse Classic steak cuts to choose from, perfectly prepared. Checkers Cowie Park and Westwood Mall. Hall, Butchery, Bakery and Deli, certified by the NIHT.
Your future in accounting starts with the right foundation. Regent Business School's SAICA-endorsed Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting degree prepares aspiring accounting professionals with the knowledge, discipline and practical understanding needed for the world of finance, business and professional practice. With flexible learning, academic support and a pathway towards the PGDA, Regent helps you take your next step with confidence. Regent Business School, teaching different things differently. Visit regent.ac.za.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
This is Zara Powell and I only listen to the Breakfast Rush.
7:12. 12 minutes to 8, actually. 12 minutes to 8. That's the correct time, if you need to set your clock. 5 days into August 2026. If for some reason your calendar is not working correctly, you can sort that out as well. It's your breakfast rush on Radio Al Ansar, and looking over at the messages that you guys have been sending through this morning, really, really do appreciate you taking the time to chat with us this morning. And talking about chatting, I'm going to play you a voice note that I played earlier, and then somebody else comes in and gives confirmation.
Assalamu alaikum, Nish. Yes, the one that you said about the music is correct, yeah. I'm that guy now. If the music is too loud, I'm going to ask you to put it soft. So, yeah.
So there's two things that come up from what he said, right? But the one thing would be the response.
Assalamu alaikum, Nish. Yes. I agree totally with Zeru. He is that guy. He literally complains about everything. He even was complaining that he couldn't catch a fish the other night.
Right? Two things that come up from there. One, they went fishing the other night. They didn't take Zach and I. That's one. Two, Zerul said put it soft. That's a Durban thing, man. That is such a Durban thing.
Three things. Both of them need to sit over a biryani and sort this beef out.
Fish biryani. Assalamu alaikum, TBR team. I know this isn't a dedication line, but I'd like to wish Humaira to know that the day she walked into my life, all my days got better. I appreciate you and I thank you for everything. Huh? Hey, uncle. You trying to use me to get you out of the dog box. I hope it worked. I'm kidding. I don't know if he's in a dog box. He could really be like that guy who and I haven't said his name yet, but he could really be that guy who's just so appreciative. He's got all of these overwhelming emotions and he's just so appreciative.
I'm going to blame you for my problems in life.
You're going to blame me for your problems in life?
Yes.
I need a little bit of deep investigation into that one.
Not to laugh on radio if you say things like that.
What?
And then we get asked, why are you laughing on the radio? Because listen to him.
Listen. You got to come on now. You got to think about this for a second, brother Ibrahim. You got to think about this for a second. All of that. And the only thing I'm thinking about is this poor fella got cheese bread for lunch. Not that there's anything wrong with cheese bread. Another
Make
Durban
sugar for the cheese.
and the bread. And hopefully the margarine that went in between. You know, they didn't close a margarine shop. Manufacturing
use
plant.
butter now.
Use butter. Your cholesterol. Thanks you. It's 9 minutes to 8. 9 minutes to 8. Put it soft is such a Durban thing. Zach, can you identify another Durban thing? Put it soft is really a Durban thing. Because Nichal would be the guy that says, hey, turn the volume down.
Yeah.
And then they look at me.
Lower the volume.
They look at me when I say, please can I have a tumbler? And then I realize people can't speak properly. So then I look at them and say, gloss. And this is at a restaurant, mind you. A restaurant. Please do me a favor, though, all of you that just disagreed with me. Go and find out, research, definition. Glass is what these things are made of. It's called a tumbler.
Grammatically, you are correct. But I think even that's a Durban thing.
To be grammatically correct, inshallah, one day it's true. But
the tumbler is a Durban thing.
But does not go at the end of a sentence. But.
Oh, the first word, right?
Sorry, Zach, did I just steal your one? The one that you were going to say.
It's mineral.
No, you must give one tumbler mineral.
Yeah.
It's not mineral, it's mineral. Mineral.
What about the Durban greeting of salam that you do?
I do that because I learned it here.
You do
It's not Durban, it's overboard. I do that, the Overport salam, because that's what we learned here in Over. Slalikom. That's what we heard here.
That's a Durban.
And learned here in Overport. Honestly. It's like you know, like you're typing in WhatsApp. You don't type in complete, use all the letters that's available to you. No spaces, no punctuation, nothing. You just... From anonymous, Durban people say put it slow. Yes, Durban people put it slow. They say put it slow. Absolutely, Nichal. Tumblr is, thank you, Ibrahim. Tumblr is correct. I know. Hey. Here's another brother that says, want to wish my wife, Wisal Bucks, a happy birthday. And may Allah grant you good life, long health, and afia. Ameen. Hope you have a lovely one. Hey, Humaira, hope you have a beautiful day as well. You've touched the life of this brother, Ibrahim. As Muhammad Ibrahim sends that message for you a little bit earlier on. I was just joking. It's part of that job. How's Bibo? What's a Bibo? Because I get this message. Comes in, says, how's Bibo? Like, what's a Bibo? No, you must put your microphone on, then I can hear you.
Apologies. It was in context of you saying earlier, your mic is on.
Bibo?
Yes. Bibo.
I'm a bit slow today, Zach. I didn't get it. Zach didn't make coffee.
I was querying the name of my grandparents, African Grey.
Right. 7:55. Time to go.
There are times whilst Nichal pours us glasses of water. Zahar, 7 minutes past 12. Asr, 10 to 4. Maghrib, 28 minutes past 5 this evening. And inshallah, Isha at 11 minutes to 7 tonight. Have a lovely Wednesday. Be the best version of you.
Hey, let's do this. Let's make a video. I just suggested it to Zach as well. Zach, let's make a video. Nazmeera Cassim is not involved. We'll make the video. We'll find a few people in the building. Maybe we'll take a walk up and down Sparks Road. Like, what's your favorite Durbanism? But. And then everybody kept quiet. Nobody said anything. So that's it. Nobody likes the idea. Fantastic. 5 to 8. That's it for the show. Do good. Be good. Till the next time.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group at the